Hi guys, it's Grandma Chief and welcome back to my kitchen here in Southern Colorado. I've been away for a couple of days, just got really busy, but in my last video I showed you how to make a vegetable stock, and it's been refrigerated, and that's what I'm using today, is the vegetable stock. I want to first show you, even though I've been off camera behind the scenes, I do look at YouTube when I have time. So Linda's Pantry, Linda over at Linda's Pantry did a video on dehydrating hash browns, and I thought it was so interesting because we like hash browns a lot, but I don't shred up my potatoes necessarily and fix hash browns. I just buy them in the Orida, I think that's the name of the company, and I buy them and use them once, maybe twice, put them in the freezer, and the next time we want hash browns, they always have either freezer burn or some ice in the package. And I went out and got a package of regular hash browns because I wanted to try them. I have a couple of dehydrators. I got the same size package, which was 6 pounds, and I got this much. And I think this is a half gallon, maybe it's a quart. I don't know. I'll have to see. I'm not real big on how big my jars are, but I know this is a little pint. And to put a twist on it, I put red pepper, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and onion into my mixture and then dried it, so I'll have those au gratin. But it's just so beautiful, and I was so pleased that it came out. If you have a dehydrator, I would suggest you do this because it was easy as pie. And also to go over to Linda's Pantry because she is an awesome lady and have very good ideas about putting food by. So I wanted to share that with you. I also will be making butternut, squash, and apple soup, and I'll be using my vegetable stock for that. This is going to be a vegan soup, and you really have to think about what you cook with when you are vegan. I've never been vegan. I have been vegetarian, but not vegan. So for my vegetarian or vegan friends out there, or if you want something light, this is the soup for you. So what I'll do is to peel and cut my butternut squash that I've had here for a week or two, some apples, an onion, and I will do that and be right back with you when however long that takes, okay? Alright, I'll see you later. Okay guys, I'm back. What I've done is to cube, and I found it very easy to peel the butternut squash with my peeler. For some reason I didn't think that it would work well, and I cored. I'm not going to use all of this. I think I'm just going to use half. 2 apples I have cut up and I peeled them, and a half of a yellow onion, and I'm just going to roughly chop it too. Now in my pan, and it's going to be my hammer nail pot, my old hammer nail pot. I'm going to put some olive oil in there, just coat the bottom, not even coat all the bottom. saute my onions until they're tender. Then I'll put half of the squash and all of the apples in there. After then, I will put in enough apple juice in there for it to boil around, and then have my squash and apples tender, and I'll meet you back at that point, okay? Okay guys, there was a slight change in plans, I guess, and when I told Mr. What I was making, he was not that enthusiastic, so I just put in a half of the butternut squash, the 2 apples, and the onion. Now I'm going to shake in a little curry. I'm using my left hand here just to give it a little interesting taste. And when that when my squash and my apples cook down a little, because the onion will naturally cook down quicker than them, I'm going to bring it to boil with my, let me just show you, my vegetable stock that I made. And then let's use that. So I guess I'm kind of backwards here, and I will have to make another video because, as I said, Mr. didn't seem terribly enthusiastic over the soup. So I'll see you later. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the soup has cooled off and it's done. I haven't put anything else in it, but I let the vegetable stock boil down. I had it in a rapid boil and let it boil down to nothing. And then I replaced it with my apple juice and let it boil down to nothing. So you see that my vegetables are really soft. The apples and the squash. The onions are practically non-existent. I'm going to put it in my food processor. And just turn it around once or twice. Let me see the consistency. I might have to add. Nope, it's pretty good for a soup. Okay, what I'm going to do is to continue to process my vegetables here, and what we'll have is a curried butternut squash and apple soup. I think it's going to be good. In fact, I know it's going to be good. I'll see you after I have all of this mixed up. Okay, guys, I've processed the curried butternut squash and apple soup. I have just enough here for 2. That's how you cook for 2, and now I'm going to taste it. I think it's the consistency of a pretty good soup, a thick soup. It is good. So the ingredients here was half of a medium butternut squash, 2 apples, and I use Gala apples, half of an onion, maybe about 3 cups of vegetable stock, and after that boil down 3 cups of apple juice, nothing additional, no salt, no pepper, or any sugar. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please leave me a thumbs up if you do. Follow me on Twitter at Grandma Cheapo. Pinterest me at Grandma Cheap Cheap, or email me at grandmacheapcheap@gmail.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.